days after the birth of the child, when it was time to circumcise him, he received the name Jesus, the name given him by the angel before his conception. When the period of purification of mother and child required by the law of Moses came to an end, his parents took the child up to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord, in compliance with the law of the Lord that every firstborn male will be dedicated to the Lord, and also to offer the sacrifice required by the law of the Lord, a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons. There was at that time in Jerusalem a man named Simeon, a righteous and devout man who lived in constant expectation of Israel's consolation and under the guidance of the Holy Spirit. It had been revealed to him by the Holy Spirit that he should not die until he had seen the Lord's Christ. Moved by the Spirit, Simeon came into the temple courts, and, when the parents brought in the child Jesus to do for him what was customary under the law, Simeon himself took the child in his arms and blessed God and said, "Now, Lord, you will let your servant go according to your word in peace, for my eyes have seen the salvation which you have prepared in the sight of all nations, a light to bring light to the Gentiles, and to be the glory of your people Israel." While the child's father and mother were wondering at what was said about him, Simeon gave them his blessing and said to Mary, the child's mother, "This child is appointed to be the cause of the fall and rise of many in Israel, and to be a sign much spoken against. Yes, the sword will pierce your own heart, and so the thoughts in many minds will be disclosed." There was also a prophet named Hannah, a daughter of Phanuel and of the tribe of Asher. She was far advanced in years, having lived with her husband for 7 years after marriage, and then a widow, until she had reached the age of 84. She never left the temple courts, but, fasting and praying, worshipped God night and day. At that moment she came up and began publicly to thank God and to speak about the child to all who were looking for the deliverance of Jerusalem. When the child's parents had done everything required by the law of the Lord, they returned to Galilee to their own town of Nazareth. The child grew and became strong and wise, and the blessing of God was on him.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to The Lion the 13th, and let's continue the story together. You can support the project through the link in the description. Much love.